Hello YouTube, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. In today's tutorial, we're gonna do a project in my house. It's a DIY project. We're gonna add a pop of color to my fireplace upstairs. Now, I haven't really painted much in my house yet, and I really haven't hung much on the walls. Now, behind me is my staging wall. Yes, I change this up all the time. This is like my safe space. I don't mind changing things here down in the basement. Upstairs is another story. I've just been hesitant to hang things up on the walls and change much of anything. So I'm feeling a little more confident. I'm getting more settled in here. So I've been meaning to do this project, and it's a Sunday afternoon, so I figured, why not? So I've picked my color. I'll show it to you in a minute. We're gonna go upstairs. You're gonna see what I'm working with, and you guys can watch me transform my fireplace today. So if you have been thinking about painting either a brick fireplace or a mantle, this is your sign. You need to do it. So let's go add a fun pop of color in my living room. Okay guys, we are upstairs in my living room. I have a very open concept going on up here, but you can see behind me, there is my fireplace. It's not very large, the mantle part, but you can see it kind of gets lost. I don't know, you just can't really see it. So I'm like, okay, it's small enough where I feel safe adding a pop of color. So I'm gonna show you the color that I have selected. I love this color, and if you guys have followed me here on YouTube, you've seen me paint a couple pieces. Oh, that large antique bench from Germany, I painted in this color. This color is fabulous. It is like a mint green. It's kind of like a seafoam green. I love it. It's just enough hint of color, but it's not obnoxious. So, and I think it's gonna go well with, I kind of have like a boho chic, natural wood, lots of whites, a little gold here in my color palette up here in my living room. I'll kind of give you a little pass here. There's my front door. Ooh, that's gonna be another project. I want to paint that a fun color. So that'll be down the road here. But definitely in the coming weeks, I am doing this front door. And here we go. Oh, do you guys remember these? I got these reupholstered vintage chairs. I love them. I have a pair of them. I was gonna sell them, but then I fell in love with them, so I kept them. My hanging plants. That's my mom's piano. More hanging plants. Anyways, and then over here, kitchen, open concept. There we be. Okay, so that's enough with the tour. But anyways, we're gonna get started here in painting my fireplace mantle. I'm going to take, well, what I'm first gonna do is I'm going to use KRUD cutter. You guys know me well with prepping. You always have to prep before you paint. I don't care if you're painting a piece of furniture or doing something in your house, prep. For this, I'm gonna do KRUD cutter. I did notice there's a little bit of, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what it is. It looks like it's remnants of something on there. So I'm gonna see if KRUD cutter is going to remove it or what I need to do there and get that all nice and clean. And then we're gonna tape off the fireplace mantle from my wall and my frog tape right here. And we're gonna get that all prepped. You're gonna see me do that on a time-lapse video. And then, guys, look who's here. And then we'll get painting. Look who's here, Biscuit. This is where Biscuit loves to sit. These lanterns are so nice. They are actually heaters as well. And if you have little dogs, they love staying warm, and he's spoiled. And so we always put the heater on for him. So he'll be in this video a lot, just watching me paint. But let's get started with prepping this fireplace. I just got done using KRUD cutter, and that went fine. I did notice I ran into a little bit of a snag. No big deal. It's just going to create a little more time doing this project. So there's some, I don't know what it is, if it's a leftover residue from a prior product that they used on here, but it's like there's all these little raised bumps. I'll do a close-up video of it. there's this raised bumps of something. I can feel it. And they're like brown. So it looks like there's maybe a stain that came through to the surface after they painted it white and they just said, whatevers. But I'm gonna have to block that stain, okay? Because I don't want it coming through when I paint my light mint green color, which can often happen. So I'm gonna play it safe. I'd rather prep and do another step than paint and then have to go back and redo it. So I'm going to use, after I sand down the bumps, the little bumps, I'll clean up the sand dust, and then you'll see me on a time lapse. I'm gonna apply shellac. Shellac is excellent for blocking any type of stains that you may have coming through after you paint, or in my case, I'm gonna be smart here, before I start to paint. I'm noticing there's stains all through this section right here and all through right here. There's nothing really on the molding area that I can see, so it looks like I'm just gonna stick with shellacking here and shellacking here. What's great about shellac, it is an extra step, but you know what, guys? It dries super fast. I mean, within like 15 minutes, it'll be dry, okay? And I'm gonna do 2 coats of the shellac just to be extra safe, because again, there's nothing worse than getting something painted and then you realize you gotta go back to ground zero. So you're gonna see me in a time-lapse video. I'm gonna get started with sanding those bumps down, and then you're gonna see me doing shellac. Prepping this fireplace mantle. It took me a while. Prepping is a headache. Nobody likes doing it, but it's essential. This is what I have made up my own acronym for prep. It's prepare, I could say that, prepare, write, or expect problems. It's true. So that's why I shellacked those 2 areas. I don't want any stains coming through. And then I also decided to use some computer paper. I noticed there's a little space between the wood here and this stone. So I was like, oh, if I can get that up in there, that'll protect the edges even more. So that's why you see sheets of paper taped to my mantle. And we're gonna get started painting this piece. The paint that I'm using is it's a chalk paint. It's by MAISON Blanche. It's called Crème de Menthe. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's French. I'm probably butchering it, but that is the can. That's what it looks like. And then I'm gonna be using my Klingon brush. If you are hi, how you doing, Biscuit? I just see him out of the corner of my eye over here going like, what's he doing? If you watch my channel regularly, you'll know that I love Klingon brushes. I'm not sponsored by them. They don't endorse me or anything like that. If I love a product, I'm gonna tell you I like a product, okay? These are awesome brushes. Get yourself one. They don't shed at all. I've had them a long time, and I think I have 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 8 of these brushes, different sizes. This is their shorter handle one. This is called an S30. I'll put a link for it below. I think you can order them on Amazon, I think. They're great brushes, and I find for me, I use my hands a lot with this line of work. The shorter the handle, the better for me on my wrist. So that's why I'm partial to this one. I call it my little Chubba Wubba brush. And then I also have little detail brushes as well, because I know in some of these little areas here, I'm gonna have to get into the little nooks. So I wanna make sure I can reach those places. So we're gonna get on a time-lapse video, and we are going to transform this mantle. Let's do it. Painting the first coat of this gorgeous mint green color. Nope, don't. Biscuit was just sniffing the paint. What's great about this paint, speaking of sniffing, there's no odor to this paint. It's fabulous. I love this paint line. Go check them out online. They have a website, MAISON BLANCHE. Awesome, awesome chalk paint. So it's already dry. That's what I love about chalk paint. It dries super fast, so you can just start on your second coat. By the time you're done with whatever you're painting, you're ready to begin again on your second coat. So right now, I got really good coverage with this color. I was surprised because it's a lighter mint green, but when I step back and look at it, I'm loving it. It's just enough color. Like I said, it's not obnoxious, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful, subtle, like seafoam green. So I'm gonna go in with my detail brush. You were noticing me going along this molding up here. You know what it remind me of? Like teeth. There's gotta be a name for this pattern, but it reminds me of like flossing in between your teeth when you have braces. I really gotta get in there with my little brush and make sure everything's covered with paint. I did notice, you ever move into a house and you're like, you don't notice all the little things, the little oopsies? Well, interesting enough, this corner, fabulous, glued or whatever they did, comes to a 90-degree angle, nice closed end joint there. Over here, I don't know what the heck happened. It's like they're like, oh, let's just put a scrap piece and just put it there. Now, it's not noticeable far away, but up close, yeah, it's pretty noticeable when you're painting it. So, I'm not gonna fix it. I mean, it's not too bad, but I just noticed that and I'm like, dang it. I'm all about the details, the small details. So anyways, I'm going to put on a second coat. I won't time lapse that. I'll show you the final product when I get the tape removed and I add my second coat. I haven't decided yet, you guys. I got this nook area back here. I have to like see it from all angles. I think I'm gonna stop the mint green paint from coming up right up here to this ledge here. This area here is white. What I think I need to do is definitely roll a fresh coat of white paint up here because this is pretty, it's just nicked up, scratched up due to wear and tear from the previous owners, and that's fine. I'm just gonna put a fresh coat of paint up there too. But I'm gonna continue on with detailing and getting this looking even more beautiful. But I'm really, really happy with the color. I think it looks really good. So let me know your thoughts. Okay, you guys, it is the next day, and here is the final look of the Fireplace Mantel. Not too shabby, right? I love it. I love this color. It's exactly what I was going for. It's the exact outcome I was hoping for as well. I did go in, one thing, I did go in and I distressed it a little bit. I found that with it being so, I guess, flat, anytime I paint like furniture, sometimes when I just use one color, it can seem like it's just too flat, if I'm making sense. So sometimes I distress things to add a little more dimension, adds a little more personality, as I call it. I already had some great white paint underneath, so that is peeking through beautifully. So I'll do a close-up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But this is the exact color, the exact look I was going for with this fireplace mantle. Like I said, my house here, I'm doing kind of like a boho chic / modern farmhouse, if that makes any sense. It's kind of the look that I'm going for. So I really like how it turned out. The top coat that I used General Finishes High Performance. That comes in different sheens. I love that water-based top coat. I recently did a tutorial on that very top coat. Go back a couple videos and you'll see it. I'll also provide a link below here with the direct link to that video, along with the link if you'd like to try out that top coat. It's very, very easy to apply. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little DIY project in my house. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it. If you have any comments of any of the products, any of the things that I used in this tutorial, please leave a question in the comment section. I'm pretty good with answering any questions people may have. And you guys can find me all over social media. I have a Facebook business page where I post all my furniture projects, my before and after, in progress photos, and you can find that here. That's at Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. I am also on Instagram, and you can find me there at bethany.yusef. So thank you again for joining. Biscuit thanks you as well. He's right here. You gonna help me with the sign off? What do we say? We say toodaloo. Bye guys, till next time.